Greetings, YouTube. When I was doing my arena breakdown today and I saw the Summoner Trials milestones that went to the usual 2.15 maybe million, I felt like I was like somehow drunk and I had just dreamed up the chart you see in front of you. But I thought to myself, well, I'm going to give Kabam the benefit of the doubt and not say that it's bugged or wrong or whatever. Um, and just go with it. But the good news is, I guess in this case, my memory did serve me correctly, and there are actually two interesting bugs about the new arenas. One is a pro player, and one is very much a anti-player. This is the anti-player bug that is hurting so many uncollected players who can't compete right now in the 6-star featured or the 6-star basic arena because they don't have the 5-star rosters, the 6-star rosters, and they're sure as heck not going to spend a ton of units to compete in those. You can see that there are 20 milestones in allegedly the new 4.4 million maxed point Summoner Trials Arena. The 20 milestones is the same as we saw in the current version, which is kind of the old version, but you can see the difference is you get 13 units per milestone up until the 11th milestone, and then you get 14, but it's 13 to 14 units per, and right now I think it's like 140 units is what it limits you to. This is a big deal for those of you uncollected players who are hoping to start hoarding units for July 4th, as we are getting closer and closer now, less than a month away from the July 4th weekend unit sales and unit store sales, which the unit store sales you free-to-play players can't compete in because that takes actual cash, of course, and so you're just hoarding units mainly from the arena. So this is the anti-player bug that hurts the hoarding of July 4th, and if you want to, so just remember 4.4 million points, 13 to 14 units max, blah blah blah. And then when we go to the Marvel Casino of Champions, you can see that the top milestone for number 20 remains 2.15 million points. Most importantly, instead of 13 to 14 units per milestone, it's 7. I really think if you're able to do all the milestones, and I've already put up over 800,000 points, I believe. Yeah, 860,550 to be exact, as you can see there. I really think if you do all the milestones and Kabam wants to like not be shady, there's still 20 milestones in this. You just got to give everybody who does the 20 milestones the units that they would have received had they gone to the 20 milestones of 4.4 million. And yes, Kabam's going to have to swallow their pride on that one because they're going to say, well, you didn't do the work to grind to 4.4 million. You only did to 2.1. Well, that's not our fault that you put out the old system. Speaking of the old system, though, we know that there have been some changes because, again, we've got the 6-star featured final milestone, which used to be 13.5 million and now goes to 12 million, which was the old 5-star featured. And then for the 6-star basic arena, we now have digressed those milestones from 13.5 to 4 million. So right now, by the way, because they've cut off those milestones, but also cut off the Summoner Trials, you're just getting a lot less units for your arena grind right now. It's truly it's laughable, but of course also infuriating. But here's what is the pro player bug I talked about. So there's an anti-player bug and a pro player bug. The anti-player bug, which I guess is twofold, less units in general to grind because the Summoner Trials Arena is the old one, though it was supposed to start today. And then, of course, they've also limited the milestones in the 6-star basic and 6-star featured. But the pro player move is that you can see from the 6-star basic arena, Guilty as Sin, the Hell's Kitchen arena, I put up 8.6 million points, which is really, really, really hard to do if the new system was the new system because 6-star champions are supposed to give the same amount of points as 5-star champions, and they're only supposed to give their normal amount, which for me mostly is between 64 to 65,000 points to like 80,000 points, depending on if they're rank 3 or rank 1. They gave the same amount of points today, as of today, in the 6-star basic than they do in the 6-star feature. They gave the normal amount of points, which is why when that happened, I said, well, I'm just going to keep using them and then see what happens. And so I did. So Kabam also screwed that up because this score is supposed to be much lower, not just because it doesn't take as many points to get all the milestones, but because you're supposed to be saving your 6 stars for the 6-star featured. I did it by mistake at first, and then when I saw it there with the same amount of points, I was like, I'll just keep going. Why not? So Kabam's got some explaining to do with these new arenas. You lowered the milestones to the 6-star basic and 6-star feature to what they were supposed to be starting today, but you kept the old milestones and the old milestone cutoffs of the Summoner Trials. Overall, just giving off a very, very poor planned anti-player experience, especially for you free-to-play players or low-spending players that depend on these arenas greatly for your hoarding, not just to open crystals, but especially for special holidays like July 4th and Cyber Weekend. What do you think, YouTube? I think they got to give all the Summoner Trial. If you do all the Summoner Trials this weekend, you got to get some units in the mail. That's my solution. Seems obvious, but with Kabam, an obvious pro player solution is rarely what they decide. Hopefully this time for a change, they actually agree.